Howdy, folks. Welcome to the Shushan, Persia territory, 481 BCE, a bustling community on the frontier of tolerance. Persians and Jews lived together trying to build this community. King Ahasuerus rules Shushan. He owns the bank and 2 saloons and several dancing halls, and more on his love for dancing later, and of course, the livery stable. Yeah, well, his rule lets everyone live and worship as they please. That is when he is not drinking and gambling too much to pay attention, because he has a hankering for drunken parties, and, well, he holds the record for throwing a 180-day party that was so boring, folks wished for the excitement of watching butter being churned. Queen Vashti, oh, a stunning beauty, a renowned dancer. She caught the king's eye when she was the star of his biggest dancing hall, and she was famous for teasing the crowd, but for keeping her virtue. She's getting sick and tired of King A treating her like a lady of ill repute and not the queen of the realm. When the king's wily ways with dancers ain't keeping him distracted, his evil Grand Vizier is finding ways to keep him hoodwinked. Hey man wants to rule the land, wants everyone to kowtow to his vanity, and has the compunction about doing dastardly deeds to remove any hindrance. Why, this crafty varmint knows how hate and division can stir up the camp kettle till it boils over. He has targeted the Jews since they will not bow to him. The Jews and Persians of Shushan. Oh, well, now ain't that something? The Jews is a-wearing blue vests, and, well, the Persians, they's a-wearing red. Well, I'll be side-gated. That's how you can tell them apart. Well, they're normally pretty good folk, but Haman's lies and cajoling has got the Persians right mad at the Jews, and things are getting pretty tense in old Shushan. Mordecai. Well, folks around here call him Morty. He's the leader of the Jewish community. Well, he can be as stubborn as a mule when it comes to doing mitzvot and following the commandments. He sees right through that rattlesnake Haman, and as righteous as he is, Morty ain't above giving the old vizier a poke, even if it's a bit like smacking a hornet's nest. And, of course, there's Esther. Oh, Morty's niece. Well, some folks call her Hadassah, but most just Esther, or Shane the Maidel of Esther, or Esther the Beauty, or the prettiest Esther you ever did see. Oh, well, you get the point. She's a looker. Well, she's also brave and smart and a real force in this here Kahila Kadosha, and the reason we're all doing this here whole Megillah. Well, now you know the folk of Shushan, Persia, got just a taste of what's in store in this here burly queue, and know full well Haman stinks about as bad as a skunk in the smokehouse. So let's get on with the show. It's a beautiful and peaceful morning in Shushan, Persia. Well, everyone's just getting going and talking about how much they love this here town.
There's a warm, pleasant feel in my kingdom. There's a warm, pleasant feel in my kingdom. We have great renown due to our swearers' crown. With our spirit, and spirits, there's no one can frown. This is my beautiful Persia. This is my beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. I'll throw a party today.
mitzvahs are reading like statutes. Oh, mitzvahs are reading like statutes. There's 613 to give a try, including one to get drunk, and that's no lie. Oh, what a fame town in Shushan. Oh, what a Hamish a day. I've got a freiliche feeling everyone's going to pray.
All the cantors in town sing with ruach. All the cantors in town sing with ruach. And yes, it's true that some folks do sing off key, but just keep singing strong and chanting so free. Oi, what a faith on this Shushan. Oi, what a Hamish day. I got a famous feeling everyone's singing today. Oi, what a Hamish day.
Oh, what a beautiful visage. Look at my tri-cornered hat. I'll blot a malicious triage because I'm the coolest. Oh, I thought you was somebody.
Morty ain't gonna let Haman's dehumanize and slight pass without a response. And he calls it like it is right in Haman's face, again smacking up their nest full of hornets.
When this pompous bigot here I see, trying to set up a tyranny, strutting like he's something 'cause his hat's three-cornered, he'll never get one bow out of me. Schmucks and gluts and schleps better scurry, and we will spark this hater's fury. Yes, we will spark this hater's fury with a hat on top. Watch this Schmedrick, see how he sputters when we won't bow. See how he stutters. Biased folk will all get the shudders when his plots all flop. His spine is yellow and his shirt is brown. His jackboots are genuine leather. He talks a mean game like he owns this town, unless you hit him with a feather. Oh, he's mad, he's a winking and a blinking. Ain't no bigger skunk jock thinking. You can keep your idols if you're ever thinking that I care to swat. You're a hater full of fury with a head on the top.
What'd you say his hat was made of silk?
Boy, that's such an insult to the silk.
Would you say he hates us because we keep kosher?
Let's just say he eats his meat with milk.
Sure shows he ain't very smart.
All those bigots fly in a fury when our seats fly in a flurry. Oh, we'll help him stew and a worry with his hat on top. Watch our moil with his hand so steader. One snip and our minion gets better. Seeing a brisk in any weather makes our eyes go pop.
Oh, Rabbi, I'll shuckle as we sing Shabbos songs. Look, they'll when we hear the shofar. Kol echad choir hemsis all sing strong, while cantics say Sehaya and
Oy, I wish we'd tease him forever. Oy, I wish we'd tease him forever. Oy, I wish we'd tease him forever, and we'd never stop. Oy, we'll spark this haters' fury with a hat on the top.
I just think we might need to worry if we keep feeding Haman's fury. It could get us killed in a hurry. Maybe we should stop. Oh, I can feel his eyes growing colder. Watch him helping hatred to smolder. Nudging, urging hatred to smolder till it boils or top. Now you just keep teasing and being uphill. You're tempting stormy weather, and I'm just saying subtlety's a skill to get Haman sent out to matter.
Look here, cuz can't keep hatred sleeping, cuz we've got a faith worth a keeping. Just beware, there's a hatred is creeping, and it's got to stop. Don't you worry about the fury with the head on the top.
Well, now, Haman didn't take long to stop stewing and to gather his folks to get them all riled up about Morty and the Jews. He makes it pretty darn clear who he thinks should be running the town.
I got to Shushan City on a Friday, but Saturday Shabbat was full of Jews. 'Cause I'm telling you, you ain't got the idea of what Persian Shushan's coming to. I counted 20 Hasidim haggling by themselves almost every time I took a walk. And then I put my ear to one of their shuls, and it made my skin crawl to listen to them talk.
What next?
Yeah, what next? Gather around! Everyone's got a hide in Shushan City. How could we have let this virus grow? We went and dug a mikvah 18 cubits deep, so much deeper than we should have let it go.
Everything's getting crazy in Shushan City. Purim, the Jews put on a show. Chop the delicatessen whenever they want some meat. With every kind of bagel, their gluten's not discreet. They bow to God but won't say the name. Their righteousness is replete. They've gone about as far as they should go.
Yes, sir, they've gone about as far as they should go.
King A, he loved the Jews of Shushan City. They've gone about as far as they should go. They call God their creator. They say he's G-D. They won't give heaven a dog. Come on, men are schmo.
Jews! But for the Jews soon it won't be pretty. I'll make them bow and I'll make them bow down low. Or when I get my edicts, how will I ever make them heal? More they can't deny the fact he called me a Shlemiel. I'll prove the Grand Vizier's power is absolute and real. They gone about as far as they will go.
Yes, sir!
They gone about as far as they should go.
Well, now that's a fast-talking raft of hate, angrier than a bull at the rodeo. And while some folk would get scared and fall in line, oh, that ain't in the cards when Morty's dealing. He gets all the Jews together, round and sport one's another, 'cause ain't no one bowing down to anyone but G-D.
It ain't so much a question of not bowing. I'm a Jew. We know what's right from wrong, let's all say can. I heard a lot of stories, and I reckon they are true, about the idols worshipped by Haman. I know I should respect Haman a bit, but when I see this Schmedrick, I forget. I'm just a Jew who won't bow low. I'm in a terrible fix. I always say, let's tease this schmo, just when I ought to say nix.
When the visitor tries to make us bow, I know I want to give his face a smack. And as soon as Haman disses me, I somehow want to go on the attack. I'm not a fool who will bow low. I can't be goyish and quaint. I ain't forbidden to taint. I ain't a nebbish or vain. I just say no.
What you gonna do when that visitor gets hoity and starts to act toity? What you gonna do?
Supposing that he says you're to mix meat with dairy, serve pork when you marry, what you gonna do?
Supposing that he says that to kill you his dreams, and the point of his dreams, you'll die. What you gonna do when he talks that way?
Spit in his eye! I'm just a Jew who won't bow low. Can't seem to do it at all. I hate to disappoint this schmo when he is plotting his fall. We act refined and cool, even when he's breaking Commandment 3. And I think of that old golden rule. I'd do for him what he would do for me. I can't bring myself to kowtow, despite derision and slaps. Because of Haman's moral gaps, something inside of me snaps. I just say no.
Now, King A will throw a party faster than a cowpoke chasing a chuck wagon. And if you remember, he has a real hankering for dancing, and we're not talking about the kind where the dancers keep their clothes on. Well, but this party is going pretty slow, and even though he is the king, well, folks are starting to show they're getting bored, and perhaps a show's what they need.
Bored. King, what's on your mind? What do you know?
Around and around, we was six on behind, and our chains which grazed the ground.
Oh, fellers, I can't believe it. This party is so slow, like a day without a breeze. It needs a boost, something fun and wild. It needs a kick, anything but mild. Oh, I'm a drunken king.
Come get this party moving like you ought. Ain't giving no thrills to anyone. This party isn't dead, it's more like slaughter. Think cards, shots, strippers, anything for fun. It's getting so you can't have any fun. We need a sugar or a hot tension, just one. It's a scandal.
the party today. If I throw a clam bake when the moon is bright, you complain about red tide. You're so picky and uptight.
It's a scandal, it's an outrage, when your subjects surround you and say, you gotta get some bump and grind, dancers march now.
If I ask Queen Vashti, she'll holler, go to hell.
It's a scandal, it's an outrage, on your kingdom it's a blot. You are the leader who will save us, still your courage, take a shot.
Me?
Yes, you!
Oh!
It's a scandal, it's an outrage, just tell her the dancer she'll be through.
Tell Vashti to come here, or she will dance by heck. Tell her she better be peeling scarves, or she will hang by the neck.
It's a scandal, it's an outrage, good thing Queen Vashti will do.
Queen's gonna dance, and I mean dance to please my man. I ain't letting no one think I'm being pecked by a hen.
It's a scandal, it's an outrage, we're gonna go rouse and play. We're gonna have a bacchanalia, and you will lead the way.
You'll have to dance and take most of it offish. Give fellers a good view from every side.
I hate to disappoint or be standoffish. I'll keep my clothes on and I'll keep my pride.
I tell you, I've been dreaming up some capers.
Oh,
My party, it was falling in a hole.
poor thing.
Please show these folks moves they can't print in papers. Help me fulfill my chauvinistic goal.
I'll only do the kind of things you order, sorta. To you I am as faithful as can be. For me, you're taking all my bloomers, that's my bloomers, rumors. A lot of tempest in your Persian tea.
This isn't sounding very good to me.
Oh, Kingy.
I go and make an epic boast. I promise nude shenanigans. My party's known for food and drink and scantily clad mannequins. I tell you to dance for my guest, and I won't give it any more mentions. But before your life you do forfeit, I want to know your intentions. With me, it's all or nothing. Is it all or nothing with you? It can't be in between. It can't be now and then. No half and half scarf dance will do.
You're quite a fragile man, self-loving type, so toxic, demanding, uptight. Treat me with respect or let me be. I will not give you all, give me nothing. Then nothing's what you get from me.
Not even something.
Nothing's what you get from me.
Okay. It's all, it can't be now and then. No half and half
Half-scarf dance will do.
Would you perform a dance and strip just right? Remove some clothes, give 'em a sight.
I will not dance for them, no, not for thee.
Supposing that I threaten to kill you.
If you do, you're gonna sure miss me.
Dance or I'll kill ya.
If you do, you're gonna sure miss me. With you, it's all or nothing.
That's right.
All for you and nothing for me.
It's good to be the king.
But if dear king, you're wise, you gotta realize that your queen should be loved and free. So go on and fuss, go on and frown, have your fun and go hug the crown, beg and threaten, try to badger me. You can dance for yourself if you're weepy. No use waiting waiting round for me.
Go dance, Queen Vashti.
No, you is waiting round for me.
Well, King A's hasty order to kill Vashti is carried out, and just like a tumbleweed that changes direction with every change of the wind, King A is feeling sad about his rash decision by the time the messengers return. What can Haman do to cheer up the king and further cement his place as the king's most trusted advisor?
Poor Vashti's dead. Poor Vashti's dead. I'll gather round a crowd now to cry. She took a noble stance. Why wouldn't she just dance? Why did such a beauty have to die? Poor Vashti's dead. Poor Vashti's dead. At least she's also peaceful and serene. And serene. She's all laid out to rest. Her shawarma was the best. Oh, how could I have ever been so mean?
And now the vizier gets up and proclaims, folks will gather here to moan and groan of our lost Queen Vashti, who's hung herself up by her stubbornness and her pride.
Preach it, preach it.
King A, stop a weeping and a wailing. There's plenty more women in our say. King A's the most eligible man in this here territory. Sure, folk think he's a mean wife killer, and they called him a thin-skinned child and a foolhardy Jew lover. But the folk that really knowed him know that beneath the undeserved crown he always wore, there lived a brain as empty as all outdoors.
Empty as all outdoors.
King A loved all women.
He loved all women.
He loved the men to the fairs and the maids in the fields. He loved each lass and each lady of the town. And he treated the Jews like they was equals, and that's not right. Oh, and he loved the beauty pageant. He loved the beauty contest more than anything in the whole world, if only he'd let on so everybody knowed it. Contest, he said, a contest, he said. Oh, let the word be spread for miles around.
Miles around.
The maidens in the town will hearken to the caller's bell, because contest entrants they do abound. Contest, he said, these beauties fill his head. He's looking for a mistress, oh so good. Good. The king is feeling great. Vashti's death he will abate with a consort and a queen, oh so good. Good. Pageant, he said, contestants fill his head. He's looking for some pretty and some nice. When he can fall asleep, brother, he ain't counting sheep. Do a pageant and take a roll of the dice. Beauty contest.
Well, so the word went out far and wide about the steer roping, pie baking, and beauty showing contest, with the grand prize of becoming the Queen of Shushan. Well, not that many would consider that the most appealing prize, considering what happened to the last queen. The starting rounds are done, and it's time for the roping and baking winners to square off and make their direct appeal to the king. But rumor has it, there could be a late surprise entrance in this here contest. Let's hunt her down and see what happens.
Oh, can you think to link any other name with yours?
Why, anyone can see that you see me as adorbs.
I know a way to prove what she says is quite untrue.
Ignore her lies, just admire my pies. I'll bake for you.
Come throw a rope with me.
Do praise my charms too much.
Do laugh at my jokes too much. Persians will say we're in love.
Dear king, please gaze at me.
Let our eyes intertwine.
Her eyes, they don't glow like mine. Persians will say we're in love.
Don't risk giving them rings. Give me your rose and your love. Sweetheart, you found your true queen. We're going now. We're in love. Out of your dreams and into your life, one love so true. I will help you through Shushan, peace for Persians and Jews. Out of my dreams and into the rush of watching fellows, Haman I must slow, help justice to break through. Then out of my dreams I'll go to Rosh Hashanah with you.
Well, now, you might be thinking Haman would be a mite pleased that his beauty contest plan has worked so well. But that would be ignoring the fact that the king shook none other than Morty's hand. And when Morty refuses to bow to Haman in front of the king and everybody, well, you'd have to be dumb as a fence post not to think that that'd make his blood boil. And Morty, well, he might seem as cavalier as a steer wrestler, but he knows where the sun rises and decides he better keep an eye on Haman.
The king's weak, way too meek, and the Jews are taking up too much room. And I stand for myself, for Persia, not for wealth, by myself, plotting Morty's doom. But now I'll build me up a gallows, and I'll make it 50 cubits high, and all that I need's the he can sign my decree. And of course he signed, because he bought my line. And all of the things that I wish for turn out like I want them to be. And I'm better than that smart aleck Jew boy who thinks he's better than me.
And the Jews are gonna die, ain't so proud anymore. And boy, the Yids will wish they had bowed. And their belief in one is now a disgrace. They should have learned to kowtow.
The king's weak, way too meek, and the Jews are taking up too much room. No blinders on our eyes, we're on to their pack of lies, and Haman's gonna seal their doom.
I ain't gonna let this weak king live no more. I ain't gonna leave Jews alone. My genocide, there's no place to hide. Get me a kingdom to call my
own. Queen Esther has been getting used to life at the palace and learning the most gosh darn mishuggin of things, like you can't just talk with the king, but you gotta get him to raise his staff first. Morty and the cow have shared what they heard Haman blather on about with the rest of the Jews and have determined that they better get Esther to help out. After all, what's the point of her being rodeo queen if you can't get the king to do a thing or two? They find her taking her morning stroll.
Oh, what a beautiful morning.
Boy, what a Michigas day. Cause we need you now, verse day. Looks like Haman's got his wish, the king's decree.
What can I do about that?
How can a vizier who's evil and wrong plot the kings and our demise and still have some sway? Built gallows and is plotting to make hatred strong. Just bow, you will never hear me say. Never gonna let down Adonai. If you're with me, go on and shout, can. I'll recite the Shema to show I care. I'll buy a new talit to wear. I'll keep glass kosher and I'll cover my hair and rise up against Haman.
Many a great risk you'll make me try. Many a danger will find me. Never can I dare approach my guy till the staff he raised before me. Many a new risk I take, for I'm a Jew.
Many a Jew will suffer and die if you don't get Haman gone. And you have such sway over your guy, he would not want you gone.
Never can we let this Hazard proclaim I will make all the Jews gone.
Many a Shabbos will dawn before we do.
Many a new move to help me. Never once will she look back inside over the risk to protect me. Many a Shabbos will dawn before we do.
Never have I risked the king's decree, but your mishpacha to me. For tonight I must convince he, hear me and stand with me. Never have I asked him out over the threat Haman told me.
Many a Shabbos will die.
Many a bright sun will set. Many a blind moon will shine before I do.
Well, Esther has jumped right into getting the king's attention. She's organized a full-blown hoedown, made up an invite with big lettering about the food and the drink and entertainment, so King's A can see it from a distance if he hasn't raised his staff. She enters the throne room to invite the king and Haman to the hoedown, and her chance to expose Haman's no good, horse-stealing, fence-jumping, gallows-raising plot.
Well, now that I think about it, couldn't you maybe invite Haman?
Gracious! And what I want to go and do that for?
No, couldn't you maybe think of some reason why?
Guess I could, so long as you're with me.
Esther, ma'am, would you cook for me?
Of course I would, Kingy. Remember I invited you?
Wahoo! Well, there's anyone round about this here palace who can hear my voice. I just want you to know that Queen Esther done invited me.
Kingy!
Oh, she got me to say yes to her hoedown.
They're gonna hear you all the way to Persepolis.
Let 'em! Let people say food is love. Who cares what happens now?
Just remember to be kind. His plan, no, it can't be mine. Let people say food is love.
Kebabs taste well to us.
What blessings come from above. I care if he stands with us. Let people say food is
Well, the king, Haman, and the Persians arrive at Esther's hoedown to find it in full swing with Morty and the Jews dancing with the fiddler. And while the king just thinks this is the most fun he's seen since Hector was a pup, well, Haman is not pleased and still believing he is about to kill all the Jews with the king's blessing and then kill the king and take over. Haman uses the opportunity to gloat about the Jews' impending doom. Well, little does he know, Esther's about to make her big reveal.
Oh, the Persian and the Hebrew can't be friends. No, the Persians and the Hebrews can't be friends.
Morty, he will not kowtow. My gallows will let you all now, and that the Persians how this tale ends.
Sure, some Persian folks should stick together. Sure, some Persian folks should all be pals. We can all be birds of a feather if we just obey Hashem shall. Sure, some Persian folks should stick together. Sure, some Persian folks should all be pals. We can all be birds of a feather if we just obey Hashem shall.
I'd like to say a word for the Hebrews.
Well, say it.
He plans to kill them and kill me too.
Kill you?
Oh, we plotted and you signed the decree.
I did?
And built gallows for me because I'm a Jew.
Why don't you monotheists go back to Joppa where you belong?
Yeah, just as much right here.
Shut up!
Now Haman is no good and loyal citizen. He should be alright. No matter what it takes. tells you that he thinks he plots to kill and take your throne room.
He'll toast to your death while buying drinks.
Oh, the Persian and the Hebrew should be friends.
Why, the Persian and the Hebrew should be friends. Persians pray to idols with ease. Hebrews will never eat meat with cheese, but that's no reason why they can't be friends. Jews and Persian folks should stick together.
Jews and Persian folks should all be pals. We can't all be birds of a feather. Eating French just improves morale. So what are you gonna do with Haman?
Yeah, what? His only good evil ways he hallows. He hates for days on end and is so shallow to his friends.
I say let's hang him up by his own gallows.
Well, the Persians should be sociable with the Hebrews. He ride by and ask for food and water.
Don't treat them like a louse. Make them welcome in your house.
Remember that they're neighbors and not squatters.
What? Who you calling a squatter anyhow?
When you're the one that asked for food and water.
What? You can't talk about all this smoke that way?
Oh, the Persians and the Hebrews should be friends. Oh, the Persians and the Hebrews should be friends.
Ain't nobody gonna slug out nothing. Break it up, you two old fools. It's here's a party. Mordecai, get over here. Now let's start singing it. Dum-da-da-dum-dum-dum.
Oh, the Persian and the Hebrew should be friends.
That's right, now everybody.
The Persians and the Hebrew should be friends.
Now let's sing it.
Persians pray to God and please. Hebrews will never eat meat with cheese. That's no reason why they should be friends.
When the Shushan Persian lives in peace and treats them with respect, there are no others. The carver and the cowgirl and the baker. So behave yourselves and act like sisters.
I'd like to teach you all abyssal saying
Yeah, bring it on.
and learn these words by heart the way you should. I don't say we're no better than anybody else, but I'll be damned if we ain't just as good.
We don't say we're better than anybody else. We'll be damned if we ain't just as good. She's a bird, folks should stick together. She's a bird, folks should all be pals. We can't all be birds of a feather. Being friends just improves morale.
Hey, just a minute there. All right, Mr. Grand Vizier. I hear you got yourself a plot to kill the Jews, to kill Queen Esther, and to kill me too. Well, nothing. I don't know what to call you. You ain't pretty enough for a skunk. You ain't skinny enough for a snake. Your heart's too little to be a minch. You're too big to be a mouse. I reckon you're a rat.
That's logical.
Take them away, so as we can celebrate our brave queen.
Our king could not have picked a better queen and wife.
Or a better time to stand up to hate.
Start to Nakahila, we'll have no more strife.
Soon we'll be living with a new clean slate.
New clean slate, and with no more hate. Gonna give you handshakes, bear hugs, and good karma. Smokers for your bagels, hummus and good shawarma. DMCs to celebrate every full moon. Plenty of parks, there's plenty of room. Plenty of cause for Haven to move. Plenty of heart and plenty of hope.
Jumpers up where our lovely cause was even paid. And the kosher meat we all can eat when the king throws the big shindig.
Jumpers are so happy it almost makes us cry. Now now we sit and talk or take a walk we used to hate, but now we can't think why. We know we belong in this land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, Adonai Elohim,
We're only saying
you're doing fine. Shushan Persia, Shushan Persia, oy vey. Shushan Persia, where our love it causes aim and pain. Shushan Persia and the kosher meat we all can eat when the king throws a big shindig again. Shushan Persia, so happy it almost makes us cry. So happy that we sit and talk or take a walk we used to hate, but now we can't think why.
We know we belong in this land.
Oy, oy! And the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, Adonai Elohim, we're only saying, you're doing fine. Shushan Persia, Shushan Persia, oy vey. Shushan Persia, Shushan Persia, Shushan Persia, Shushan Persia. We know we belong in this land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, Adonai Elohim, we're only saying you're doing fine. Shushan Persia, Shushan Persia, Megillah. Oy vey!
The Rebbe of Shushan. Jews and Persians of Shushan. Haman's henchman, the idol carver, and the cow. Beauty finalist, the roping champ, and the bacon champ. Queen Vashti. Haman and Mordecai. King Ahasuerus. Esther. Tim Linder. And the band. And the old narrator.
Well, thank you all very much. I hope you're having a wonderful Purim. Can I hear a little Purim? All right. Can I impeach something then? Be really great. Is this not the most amazing group of performers? I'll tell you. These theater nerds have been wearing cowboy boots for months now. And that ain't easy, let me tell you. This is a really wonderful group. Just a couple of quick things I want to say. First of all, incredible thanks to our amazing director, writer, Eric Greenwald Fishman, ladies and gentlemen. We got a little something for you. This is a poster signed by the cast. I hear you got yourself a whole basement full of these posters by now. It's really great. Just a couple of quick announcements. We have lots of things going on. I think there may be some people who are here at Congregation Beth Israel for the first time. Nice way to be introduced to us. Here's your rabbi. Howdy. Anybody here for the first time? Clap. Great. Yay. We are so happy to welcome you. Lots of great things coming up pretty soon. The Women's Seder in a few weeks. Hopefully without viruses and stuff like that. And Mitzvah Day. Mitzvah Day. Very, very important. And you show us just one slide. Don't have the slide. We are almost at the end of the vote for the World Zionist Congress. This is a really important institution that helps spend money that is used in Israel and all around the world. Any Jewish person over the age of 13 by June 30th, 18, I keep thinking bar mitzvah, what can I do? Keep thinking about that. So anyone over 18 by June 30th can vote in this election. It's very easy, takes just a minute or two. You can find the link on our website. You can search for it, World Zionist Congress. Please vote for the Reform slate. Our movement is making a huge difference in Israel, bringing our Reformed Jewish values to Israel and around the world. And this is one of the things that we can each do that can make a big difference. So I'll ask you to take care of that soon. And all kinds of wonderful things we got going on. But now that we're experiencing Purim, the really important question we need to ask is, what are we going to do next year? We got a beautiful feeling. A new Schpiel's coming our way. Oy, what a beautiful Purim. Oy, what a beautiful play. We got a beautiful feeling. A new Schpiel's coming our way.
See you all next year. Boy, what a beautiful Purim. Boy, what a beautiful play. Take her easy, news and meetings.